Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. Today we're looking at the final reward from Series 6 of the PvP added in 7.0 Dawntrail. I've been hard at work. In fact, we did the majority of this live on Twitch and on YouTube, where we ground this out. Obviously part of our non-spoiler related streams, trying to obviously not spoil anything from the expansion, from the actual expansion itself in terms of, you know, MSQ and stuff like that. So we were hard at work working on these ranks, and I had some fantastic times in Crystalline Conflict, met some fantastic people, and it was just a blast. Honestly, PvP, if you've not tried it before, take my word for it. It can be sweaty at sometimes, but it's fantastic fun. So as you can see, here we are with our rank 25. In fact, I was enjoying it so much on stream, we got close to rank 26. So as you can see, the top reward is the Oppressor Identification Key, a thin rectangular piece of what appears to be Cermet. Placing it near the Oppressor will magically bring the luxurious appointed War Machina to life. And as you can see, that's from rank 25. This then is the mount. We'll look at the text first. So it says, summon your Oppressor mount, a weapon of war rather, turned conveyance of comfort. Originally an autonomous weapon developed by the Illuminati, this Oppressor underwent a conversion to be able to carry a pilot. While the process necessitated the stripping of munitions, what the War Machina loses in destructive capabilities, it gains in luxury and comfort, which is a real shame. I would have liked to keep the guns, honestly, or at least the ammo. And the hidden text on the patch says, what did you expect you were in for? A luxurious letter ride? A quote there of Sicard. Now, of course, this is the mount. It scales with the size of your character. So obviously, if you play a Lalafell, this is going to be a lot smaller, as we saw on the live letter preview with Yoshi P, where he looked at some of the upcoming rewards. And this is the quality of this mount. As you can see, it is something pretty epic. I love this. I've spent hours personally already looking at all of the intricate details. It's very often the fact that when you come against a trial fight, or, you know, obviously a raid fight in this sort of example here with the Oppressor, you don't really get to see it up close and personal that much, you know, unless you're melee, but even then there's spell effects flying everywhere. How many people have just sat there and looked at the model, and how many animations are associated with it? I've never done it, at least. So as you can see here, as we zoom in, I really wanted to give you a good demonstration of all of the little bits of rotating, the eye twitching left and right there, almost like the Eye of Sauron looking for its next victim. Got all these turrets all moving around independently, you know, exhaust pipes, these three-pronged feet. It's so good, isn't it? It's such a good mount. We got some asymmetry obviously on the back there that I never even noticed. And of course, you know, it's designed to look like a bit like a castle because of, well, Alexander, right? And looks like a building with lots of turrets, very heavily defended. I love the luminosity, and I'm glad that we chose to record this at night, actually, as the day has probably spoilt it a little bit. Obviously, when I first got it, it was daytime, but that eye ominously glowing in the darkness. The first thing you might ask is, before we take off and demonstrate this, well, A, what is the mount music, Meoni? Let's not beat around the bush. Sadly, it's generic mount music and isn't anything to do with Alexander, which is a missed opportunity. I would have preferred to have the Brute Justice theme, or I don't know, any of the Alexander music, maybe the one that came with Oppressor originally. That would have been cool. But sadly, it is the generic mount music. It's something that I hope that they revisit in the future. I would love to have some Alexander-related music for this mount, especially considering how prestigious this really is, how much time this takes for you to grind out. So in terms of its walking and stuff like that, then, is a very stompy boy. I think for this, we should probably put the sound effect volume all the way up, because you're not going to really get a good idea of how stompy this thing is. So there you go. Very stompy. I love the clattering noises. And of course, as he's slowly walking around, it kind of looks like he's looking for the nearest bathroom at a festival. That's basically what I look like at a festival. I'm like, oh my goodness, that sausage I bought, that hot dog, I need to vacate. And of course, we've got the run animation as well. So this mount does obviously have the swaying associated with it that you're used to. And this is what it looks like against the other, obviously, Alexander-related mounts. We've got Archimedes there on the left from, obviously, A12. And then we've got the Cruise Chaser, which is obviously off a cash shop. It's a good size. It's a very good size. A very, very good size. I just thought it would be nice to demonstrate them all together, showcase that. Because when do you ever get these mounts together? I don't think I've ever seen those two together, but a good value of scale. And then, of course, as you take to the skies, the rocket boosters ignite. And as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 of those, much like in the fight itself. I'm kind of sad that there isn't like rocket noises when you first take off. But when you push forward, you've got that rocket noise. It would have been cool if it was slightly more hefty sounding. I think some people might agree. Maybe some louder rocket engines or something. It is so cool how it sways though with the new glide animations. And it looks really, really cool, doesn't it? Now, obviously, we've got to take Oppressor for a swim, you know, because my morbid curiosity is probably as equal to yours at this point. But yeah, it is the flying animation, obviously, underwater. With the clunks replaced with bloops. It's such a good mount. I love this thing. And I think the mount swaying really adds to the weight of it. You have a feeling of how big this thing actually is. Very clunky, very cool stuff. Oh, this fish. So no word of a lie, I saw somebody on the early access on the Sunday when I did a frontline with this mount. So if you thought I was fast at doing this, holy moly, that person must have never slept. But yeah, it's definitely worth doing if you're into your PvP, or if not, I can imagine a lot of people will see this and go, I need that. There's the landing. Very loud, very clattery. A fantastic addition to the collection. And I personally think a must-have. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this one. A brief look at this. You know, a good idea of if you want to go farm this or not. It certainly inspired my friends who are now queuing for PvP a lot more than they were. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. More videos on the way as I unlock them, as I promised. It takes a little bit of time, but I will unlock them fair and square in the game. And you will see them when I get them. Much love, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Oppressor, away! So good. Oh, there's the skybox. Wah.